actually built a system for growing the audience, getting leads, getting sales. And that podcast and business were later sold to the folks that are running it right now. So, but lead generation was, when I look back on it now, what's funny is lead generation was actually the tipping point. It was the lever that once we pulled that, it sort of changed everything. And that's what we became known for. We had a crazy 78.6% opt-in rate on our landing page. And
seriously,
isn't that crazy?
The landing page, I have this like crazy confused
Go ahead.
72.8, is that what you said?
78.6. I have it memorized.
Okay, 78.6 opt-in rate on the landing page to what?
From our podcast. The only thing we ever did was send listeners to this landing page. And the landing page itself led to what I call the irresistible opt-in offer.
Okay.
And the landing page itself, when I know what people are probably thinking, like, at least this is what I used to hear all the time. Like, well, what was your headline? What, like, did you do this? It had nothing to do with on-page tactics. It had to do with two things. One, we created something that was ridiculously irresistible. It was a resource area that by the time I left had over 200 free items in it. And they were all tangible. They gave tangible results, right? That was one of the keys that when we put this together, we called it the Agent Success Toolbox, because when I was riffing and brainstorming with my business partner, he was like, well, in a toolbox, everything in there is an item of utility.
Yeah.
Right. A hammer has a purpose. A screwdriver has a purpose. And we didn't want to just create a big lead magnet that had no purpose and didn't give real results. So that's what we did. And so that was irresistible. But when I went back and looked at it, what was really crazy was everything that was in there was tied to the episode. So what the person was talking about in the episode, their strategy for getting a big result, at the end, they were always like, well, if you'd like to remember how we talked about this in the episode? If you'd like to dive deeper into that, I created this thing and I'm giving it away in the Agent Success Toolbox. So we created massive desire in the listener for the next step. And that, to me, when I look back on it, that was really the key into having such a high opt-in rate on that landing page, because people were going there. They already knew they wanted it. They were like, I want this thing. I'm going to get it. So it wasn't like people were just showing up and, the headline was convincing them to buy or to
they were pre-sold by the time they got there. They were like already opted in. They just needed to do the thing.